Okay, so here's an update. This is Bubba, who is, by the way, the suspected baby daddy over at Sparky's place. But we'll see. And this is Breezy. These two are lovely birds. Bubba has the size, the feather, and the markings. Got a nice long mask. He's a really nice looking bird. Breezy here has an incredible shape. She just is a curvaceous little thing. She actually weighs as much as Bubba does right now. But as you can see, her feather on the top of her head is a little low, but it might just be because she's a female. She also has a beautiful mask, so I'm expecting good things out of these two. Out in the flight cage, they were carrying on like there was no tomorrow. But Miss Breezy came in here and spent the first 48 hours standing in this corner of the cage looking down at Razzle. Now, Razzle and Bubba are brothers, and they have a mating coalition. And it was obvious for a long time as they were growing up that Miss Breezy over here was their favorite girl. But it always looked to me like Razzle took a pass on her and Bubba was the one she was after. But she spent 48 hours trying to get into Razzle's cage. Razzle, on the other hand, is completely in it with Lilith and not available at all. So she's finally starting to get over it. Although she still, you can see when she goes over that side of the cage, she still peers down at him every once in a while. But she's starting to turn her attention back to Bubba now. So she's just a fickle female. I don't expect any eggs out of these two for a while. I just brought them in here, 48 hours ago. So here is Porky, and let's do an egg peek and see what Porky and Coco are doing down here. Let me see, Coco. What's under there? Let me see. How much she doesn't want to move. She's like, this is me. Okay, so she's still on 2 eggs. I pulled her calcium yesterday. So I don't know if I can see an egg bump in there or not. But if she only has 1 more egg, I'll be perfectly happy because remember she laid 2 that broke. She's kind of panting and everything, like she might, maybe I just scared the heats out of her, or she might be getting ready to lay another egg. So I don't want her to lay a gajillion eggs. So I'd be perfectly happy if she drops 1 more and is done. Okay, so here's Razzle, and Lilith is in here. Last time we peeked, she had 1 egg. Let's see what she's doing now. Oh, we're up to 2. Very nice. And then there's old Sparky over here. Let's see what Fluffy has going. She's in an awkward place over here. Come on, Fluffy, let me see. 2 for Fluffy. Good. There's Limey. Let's see what Marine has going in here. Okay, Marine, you have to move. Scoot, scoot, Missy. Go on. Marine, scoot, scoot, let me see. 2. Okay. Everybody's right on schedule. There's Dusty. We haven't seen any... Oh, well, let's look at the birds that we know have eggs. And the other one here would be Miss Kelly, who I think stopped at 4. Oh, no, there's a 5th one. All right. So there's Miss Kelly. All right. Let's look at birds that haven't had any eggs. This is Dusty and Gidget. I fully do not expect to see any eggs. And there are none. Here is Sky sitting in here. Did you do anything yet, Missy? She's very broody. Is there an egg under there? I want to see, Miss Sky. Scoot, scoot. Let me see. She says, I am not speaking to you. Oh, she's very cranky, but I don't think there's an egg under there yet. She's acting like maybe she's going to lay one any minute. And, of course, here's Random and Rocky. You going to lay an egg, Random? She says, not yet. I'm waiting for my Rocky. Rocky is looking a lot better. I think I just gave him a yeast infection from all the medications. But I also found out something interesting. Let me look at our last birds. There is nothing going on in there. That's Rainbow and Beryl. I think I see an egg bump on Rainbow and another one on Miss Sky. But they can take up to a week to lay an egg, even after they develop an egg bump. So another change that's happened in here is this is Blue and Crystal. Crystal's a Texas clear body, and Blue is just a nice big normal male that's 4 years old and been waiting for a mate that will actually breed with him. Crystal's not, she has a white seer, so this is a waiting game on these two. But I took out Buster and Vision because Vision was not going to go in the box. Now, she's a bird that can't fly, and she may have other issues, I don't know. But her seer was brown, and I brought her in here, and it went white. So, I don't know. And she's not a high-value bird, so I'd much rather see these two taking up a cage and wait for a couple weeks until they fall in love and she gets ready to go. So, I did find out some interesting information. Now, I've treated these birds for a lot of stuff, and I'm running into some of them having yeast infections in their guts because of all the treatments. I think that's what was wrong with Rocky, and I have a few others that had dropped a bunch of weight. I started wanting to treat them with Mega Plus, which is for fungal infections, internal fungal infections in birds. Him carrying on. And, but I wanted to make sure I wasn't gonna, I've never actually checked drug interactions with all of the drugs that I use. So I wanted to make sure that the Megaback stuff and the Mega Plus stuff didn't interact badly with anything they'd recently had, such as the Amtil. So I got online and started looking up drug interactions, and what I discovered is there's a warning: don't use Amtil and the Mega Plus, which is Amprolium B or something like that, together, because they both inhibit magnesium. And they need magnesium. If you've been reading comments, you know I just had a conversation about this with one of you guys writing in. They need magnesium in order to process calcium. So I went, I wonder if everybody has a calcium deficiency, and maybe that's why some of my hens are taking longer to lay this time. So I have a calcium supplement that has magnesium in it, and I'm treating everybody up for 4 days. And those that have to be on antibiotics, the Amtil or the Mega Plus, are going to get it mixed in the whole time they're taking it, so they don't do this big dump in, because they need calcium to keep your muscles moving, including your heart, and of course to lay eggs. So I'm topping everybody up with the calcium supplement because it has all the magnesium in it they could possibly want. So we'll see if that improves anybody's chances here. And in the meantime, I clearly have 5 couples actively laying, and 1 couple that's brand new, and 5 more couples that are dragging their feet a little, but I have confidence we'll get there. Okay?